That's the only time I feel really alive.
I'm sick of when you tell my name sounds so sweet. Swimming in your blood, I'm under your skin, baby. Like it's your strong, I you just can't get enough. Oh, circle, circle, dot, dot, you ain't got a fucking shot. They used to call me a freak, now they try to be me. What you tryna do, baby? They used to call me a freak, now they're trying to beat me. What you wanna do, baby? I thought I warned you, told you to let it go. I thought I warned you that I'm diabolical. That I'm diabolical. That I'm diabolical. Fire in your lungs, pressure feeds the heat. Slip into your veins like cocaine, your heart's beating. Well, I know you need it, one taste, just not enough.
Hello. So I'll try and keep this short and not ramble on too much, but Void Summer is upon us. What does that mean? I'm not entirely sure. It's just a thing that I made up and I like to say. So that's what's happening. But also, you can visit shirtclown.com and search for Void Signal, and I've got a shirt and a mug on there, and if you use code Void Summer at checkout, you get 20% off of your order. And the money goes towards helping support me and this little endeavor that you are listening to. You can also visit voidsignal.net to find playlists, previous episodes, tip jar, Patreon, Discord, all the business. It's all on there. You can go enjoy it with your eyes if you'd like. I hope you enjoy the things I do and the things I make, and I appreciate your consideration as always. So thanks. Hope you're well. Stay safe. Go do fun things. Tell people you love them. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Does it sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds good. You're maybe a little bit low, but I can also turn you up a little bit on my end too.
I can turn it. I have my interface and somebody decided to chainsaw all afternoon. Is that better?
Yes, significantly. That's perfect.
Sweet.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, just fabulous. I just made myself a coffee.
Oh, delightful. It's good to talk to you again. The single is wonderful.
Thank you.
I was enjoying it this morning over some tea, not coffee. I mean, and no offense to anybody who loves coffee or anything. But
Either a tea person or a coffee person,
Yeah, I mean, enjoy a beverage. It's fine. But this is your first release in a minute. Where have you been?
Sorry, say that one more time.
I said, oh, no worries. This is your first release in a little while. Where have you been?
Depressed.
All right.
I had started writing, and then it was like I was having a lot of hard times, like getting people to work with, to get them completed, or the people that I was working with, I was on the back burner. And then, COVID. And then I kind of went through the big traumatic experience of finding out my biological father was terminally ill, just lurking on Facebook. So that was fun.
Right.
So through that process, I started writing, and it just never didn't come out in time. And I think all of 2021, it was just like head down working with like managing a salon.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, that you had to go through that, of course. I mean,
Fun.
We all had to go through COVID in various ways.
Dude.
But That's hard. Depression's hard. It is. I feel like it's transformative a little bit if you can manage to come out of it and sort of turn things
Oh,
around.
for sure.
You seemed happy. I saw you not long ago at Dark Force Fest, and you seemed. I mean, I'm not trying to say that like, oh, depressed people. You know what I mean? Like, that's that stereotype or anything. But like, I'm just saying that like you. It seemed genuine, authentic. You seemed very sort of like, and given your reaction to the single coming out, just what I've seen on social media over the past like day or so, you have seemed in good spirits. Would you say that's true? I'm not trying to like dive too deep or anything, but
No.
like.
I'm definitely in a way better headspace now. The past year has been like a really rough ride, but I'd say probably like from like New Year's on, I've kind of felt like a resurgence and kind of feeling reborn and more confidence. I'm just getting my footing again. So, and it just so happened to get a lot of support from my community within the shadow management. And so we're just whipping through new music, and I feel best when I'm producing work.
Gotcha. Okay. Good answer.
Oh, thanks.
Well, and to that point, so I've, in addition to Hearse, which is, it caught me off guard a little bit. I mean, I had listened to your previous work, and so I wasn't sort of expecting something so tempered, I guess. I assume that is sort of a byproduct of your the things you kind of covered in your previous answer of like what you've been going through, kind of a thing.
Yeah, that one in particular was so all of I have a body of work coming out that includes Hearse, which was intended to send to my biological father before he passed. So all of that work, there's different emotions that came out of it. And this one is more, I'd say my best friend put it perfectly. It's really easily to come at an estranged parent with anger and rage, for lack of a better term. But it shows that even though all of the pain that he had caused, there was still love there. So, he's my father. So
Sure.
it was a very complex, or still is a very complex process of grief. So, and there's the lack of that side of the family's support is also another component. So it's that song in particular was supposed to just be the embodiment of like how I felt at the core, and I feel like that point came across. So I'm thrilled.
Yeah. I would say that it did. Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to like, deep dive on you and,
No, not at all.
dredge it up or
Like I said, I'm in a better headspace about it.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
I think that's
cool.
better.
Yes, that is perfect. Cool. Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Work. No, I'm sorry. It's this damn interface.
No, it's all good.
Anyone.
I appreciate your patience troubleshooting. So yeah, in regards to, we were talking about your newest body of work that you're putting together. So I have heard another track. I've heard maybe two more. I'm not sure, but I did hear Salt, an early version of that. Sorry, spoiler alert, I've heard it, like, but benefits of being friends with Black Noise, right? So I did get to hear it. It sounds wonderful. I'm excited for others to hear it. Are you happy with like this newer body of work? Like, you seem pretty, I mean, it sounds like Hearse sort of helped you process some things, and it sounds like you're a little bit maybe satisfied with kind of how that's landed so far. I mean, I don't mean to interpret your feelings, but I mean, that's the way it seems, I guess. But are you happy with how this body of work is shaping up?
A dog is cacking in the background. He's geriatric.
Gotcha.
Edgar.
It's all good.
I really was terrified of Hearse because it is a softer song, and I was like, everybody's gonna be like, oh, we waited all this time and your shit's soft. But I release it for me. And the reception has been so respectful. Like, people get it and supportive, and it's just like really helped me. Came out, was like, okay, the next one, because all the new ones are like so ragey, and I scream. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So the next one.
Yeah.
I mean, in my head it is. So I'm planning the video.
Nice. It's good. It's a good track. I'm excited for that direction, I guess. And you just played a live date, right? Like, I saw some footage of that from David Dutton, and your feed, of course, and stuff on Instagram. But how did that go?
Oh, it was great. Everybody, it was like packed, so hot. Goddamn. But the event is amazing. Brad Scott is incredible. I love Easton. Been dance party in Easton, Pennsylvania, by the way. But I love Easton. It's super cute. It reminds me of my hometown in Providence, Rhode Island. So it was really nice. Everybody was super chill, and everybody danced, and it was just a great time. And it sounded pretty good, so
yeah,
I'm excited to play the next ones next month.
Yeah, you've got several coming up, right? Like in
I'm playing the last 3 shows.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to, seeing, I don't know, people bitch about like, videos from phones and stuff on social media, but it's like, I like seeing it. Like, I didn't get to be there. Like, it gives me a small window into, the thing that's happening. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to seeing it, since I won't be able to attend, since I'm on the West Coast and everything, but that's okay. All right. So you've got this next body of work lined up. What is sort of the next step for you beyond that? If you've even thought that far ahead. I don't think that far ahead. That's why I say
I'm a
that.
planner.
So. Okay. I am not. So, but
I'm a bit of a planner.
Okay.
My manager, Victor, and I we both have like come out with like trajectories that we would like to hit for the next 2 years.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
We feed off of each other for that, so we have ideas.
Okay, I could learn much from your professionalism.
I think this year was my main focus is like getting out all that I have backlogged. Like I have it all done, and now I'm like I just need everybody to hear it. And then I'm already planning like people that I want to tap to do collaborations next year. And I think like this year, my main thing was like kind of getting my feet back into it and making more videos, because the visual component's such a big thing. But I'm stoked because like the last 3 dates of the tour, one of them's the Richmond, Virginia, and I loved playing Fallout on the Industrial Pop Tour. And then we got Wilmington, and then New York City, which I've never played either of those. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Lots of things planned.
It sounds like it.
And collaborations this year, I do have some coming up with Morse Black, which the song slaps. It's so good. Did you hear that one?
Which one? I've only heard.
You did?
I believe so. Yes.
I'm not even gonna whisper it.
Okay.
It's so good. I'm so excited. It's not my song. It's his song, but I top-lined it, so
yeah,
it'll be fun.
I think I have. Maybe. I don't know. He's like, I hear a lot of things, and then I don't know, at what stage it's in or anything. I don't know. But I've heard like maybe 2 or 3 tracks, and they all sounded banging. I felt very excited for others to hear it. So I think it'll be great.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
I'm excited.
It's a good look on you.
No, thanks. It's funny because it's like I've always wanted to work screaming in, because I believe more in like passionate singing than like technical singing.
Sure. And
I finally have figured it out through COVID and all that. I've had plenty of time to lock myself away in a hole so no one else could hear me.
Right. And just scream your guts out.
And just scream my little heart out.
Yeah.
But
that's awesome.
I'm sorry, this is so frustrating.
No, it's all good. I'm the one who's inconveniencing you. I apologize.
I just don't know why it's doing this today. Of all days.
You sound...
It behaves every other day.
there's not a lot. There's no static on the line now. So I mean, we can continue on. I mean, it's not the hugest of deals. Like I've recorded way worse audio of people like who are like driving and trying to use Facebook Messenger and shit. So like, it's not the worst. Like it sounds fine. So it's acceptable. There's a little bit of a lag between what I say and what you hear. And so I thought it was like maybe something to do with like bandwidth or something, but I don't know. Yeah, but you sound mostly okay. So don't stress it too much.
Or no?
Yes, you sound perfectly clear.
Or no? Up again. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
All right. Well, I switched it to another USB port, so maybe that will help.
Okay, we will try it, and if it comes back,
it's the interface.
The world is not, it's not going to be the end of the world or anything.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So yeah, the new tracks are awesome. We kind of covered that. I've heard them, and they are banging. I'm excited for others to hear them. The other thing that we had to talk about is, so we exchanged songs right before, we sat down to record this. And this Debbie Friday track that you sent over has blown my mind. It is,
oh my God.
It is such a, it's so good. It's so fresh. Like it blew me away.
She's incredible. I fucking love her. You got to look at her videos too. They're even more incredible. She's just like, I think she just signed to Sub Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till she blows up and more people, like she's already like blown up obviously, but like till she's a household name.
Yeah. I was, floored. Really just, it's not often that something like grabs you so instantly, but, really fantastic, really splendid. So thank you for sending that over. It, I love, discovering, new music, hearing things that are like, new and exciting. So yeah, thank you for that. That's part of the reason I got to hear your tracks early is because I was bugging Morris Black to like, I was like, can I hear them? Like, do I have to wait or whatever? So I asked. So I don't want to make it sound like Brian's just out there like leaking shit or anything. So
I mean, it's got to sound good. So that's how I'm looking at it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It was a quality check. That's not true.
You sent me are sick. I definitely thought it was going to be the band Battles because I've never listened to battle tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Seen their artwork. I think I just linked it to the other band.
Oh, gotcha.
I love that. That one mixes a couple different genres in there, which I thought was really interesting. And then the Missio one, that one resonated.
Yeah.
Bass. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Really good track. Yeah, I Battle Tapes has been, I love their sort of electro rock pop kind of a blend of, I don't know, it's fun to sing along to music. Like,
I do.
Yeah, soundtracky music. Good stuff. So, just coming back to you and to your career, a question that I did want to ask about is that you did mention Victor and Shadow Records, and being in shadow management and everything. You're like the third artist that I've interviewed from the label and from all of that. Everybody seems happy with how it's going and how it is. Obviously, it doesn't sound like you're going to be the voice of dissent on this and be like, actually, it sucks. But just what?
Well, let me tell you.
What's the secret sauce? What is it that makes it good for everybody?
He's the common commonality there, but everyone comes to the table ready to work. Everyone open and wanting to support other people, and I feel like we all are like, let's go, like all linked arm in arm kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of momentum behind you, even if you're dealing with Hearse and me, with Walter helping me record it and produce it and engineer, and then Mike doing the mastering, amazing. it just, the fire behind you makes you want to do more, makes you want to do better. It builds confidence in me because you can write music to avoid and never show anyone and then be like, this is shit, and convince yourself it's shit. And then you give it to Dan and he and makes it what you thought it was going to be, you know? So community, which I've always wanted, of like-minded that want to do work, that want to see each other succeed. And so
Right.
I think we're going to do really awesome. We're like kind of a niche.
So yeah, if it keeps happening, like we can always figure out another excuse me, an alternative. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. It's just that like you really are saying like really smart, like insightful things that I want people to hear, and I would hate to lose it. Like, and so I feel so bad for kind of wasting your time with trying to like troubleshoot this. You're worth the effort. Does that make sense? Like
Oh, thank you. Sound okay now?
Yes, you sound okay now. Yeah.
Gonna sound vastly different than what we already did.
It should sound about. I mean, even if it does, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Technical difficulties happen.
Well, this should be working-ish.
Yeah, you're not cutting out as
work.
much.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, you are not cutting out as much. So hopefully this stays as is. And again, thank you so much.
Come on now. Oh, of course. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know.
No,
I need to just be in the woods, I guess.
Yeah. So is that your current situation? Is that you're like out in the? I mean, based on the promotional stuff I've seen, it seems like you're out in nature, living some sort of witch life.
I try to get out into the woods as often as I can. I was trying to go today. I have too many errands to do. But I don't live in the woods yet. But I do dream of my acres where I can't see anybody in the middle of the woods with some chickens one day soon.
Gotcha. Okay. What is your love of the woods born from?
I'm not really sure. I just have always kind of lurked around as a kid. Video for Hearse, the dirt road that I'm walking down is the dirt road behind the house that I grew up in. Moved around a lot, but it was like the main first house that I remember. And like I used to up and down that street on my bike. But I was just always out in the never not in the woods, never not in a tree. And it kind of recenters me, smells good.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. I grew up out, in the boonies of Florida, so it was like, I don't know, I can appreciate the woods. It's not a place I've ever felt super comfortable, I guess. It sounds like you feel very comfortable in nature.
I will also say that having lived in Florida for some time, the woods of Florida are quite different. Like you, and there's just like a bobcat staring at you.
But yeah, Florida has way too much wildlife. Like, it's not safe out in those woods. Not at all.
Wildlife. There's like snakes lurking everywhere.
Yeah.
Armadillo. First of all, they're cute. They're harmless. They're creepy.
Don't armadillos like have leprosy or some shit? No, they have some other disease, right? That they like spread, and that's why you're supposed to stay away from them.
I also just learned, so I love Spanish moss. I also just learned that some people back in the old days used to think that that's where you got yellow fever from because of bugs in it. You learn something new every day.
I also love Spanish moss, and I was told to stay away from it because it was full of ticks. So from then on, I was like, okay, I'm going to avoid Spanish moss.
I want it everywhere at our wedding, like Tim and my wedding. And when I told my sister-in-law this, she was like, don't tell your nephew. Why? And she's like, because he thinks he's going to get yellow fever if he touches it.
Wow.
I told him, I was like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I love it. Like the way, especially like hanging off like a big Spanish oak tree, like in Florida, like, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spanish moss is great. Awesome.
Of nature, yes.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, if anybody gets a chance to, go experience Spanish moss, I guess go do it. I mean, it might require being outside in Florida or, a southern state, and that's not always great, especially right now. But
Especially right now, yes.
yeah,
But if you go to I don't know, go to the hipster part of Tampa.
yeah,
Pretty democratic over there.
yeah,
Some moss there.
right. Gainesville, Orlando, the cities
Yeah.
where people are. So you're up in the Northeast, and it sounds like you've kind of moved around a little bit. Have you always been on the East Coast?
No, I grew up on the East Coast, and then as soon as I was done with college, the day after I took my show down, I moved out to LA, and I only thought I'd be in LA for 3 years, and I was there for 12.
Mm-hmm.
And just moved out last year. But we kind of doing Tim and I have been living full time in an RV and renovating it, making it gothy, and doing that fun adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really fun. It's been challenging, but it's been fun. I don't know how many years I spent lusting after it on social media, and I was like, oh, I want to live in an RV. And then we did it.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's cool that you that you were like, oh, this is what I want, and you've been kind of pursuing it, and that you finally gotten it. What's your favorite thing about it?
I mean, we can pick up and go. We both have liked, obviously when you tour, driving and going to different states and stuff, but it's totally way cooler when you have your entire house with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be driving down the road and then you're like, I need to go take a nap. And then you go lay down in your own bed and take a nap.
Right. Okay.
Suck. Because right now we're having to redo the skylight.
Mm-hmm.
And we unfortunately purchased this from Cruise America, and they really fucked us. We just keep finding what's wrong with it. So learning experience. But whoever gets this after us will get a prestige, if you will.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's the thing I've never sort of thought about. I've always seen, a lot of boomers cruising around in these massive rolling death machines without, without maybe the proper licensing for it, but
special license at all, just so you know.
Yeah.
You can just roll up to the dealership. I want to buy that Class A bus. And they'll be like, cool, sign here.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah. It blows my mind. That was a thing that I learned, and I was like, this seems maybe dangerous.
American.
It's super fucking American, but it is terrifying for the rest of us. But I was always like, that would be fun to maybe try. But I just it was I don't know. I never like pulled the trigger on it or anything. And I don't know. It sounds fun now that you talk about it. Like now I'm like, oh, maybe I do need a fucking RV.
And there's sites that you can just rent people's personal RVs for a while. Like that's what we want to do with this after we're done. It's like, I made the kitchen area, if you will. It's inspired by like Salem, Massachusetts. Dark wood. I made the wall look like it has fake rocks and it looks real. It looks really sick. Cement countertop, look cool. And then we're going to like rent it out for people that like want to try it out. And they like it and then they get their own.
That's awesome.
Eventually.
That seems fucking rad. Like, I want to rent the Goth RV and take it around. Take it somewhere. That sounds awesome. Count me up, sign me up, reserve me as the first customer. I will. I made my reservation before it was a business, and so yeah, that sounds awesome.
And we already have customers in line.
Oh, okay. I'll just fuck off then, but it's fine.
No, I mean you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I was like, who else has already like struck before me? How is this possible? Yeah.
Have to fight.
I'm gonna have to fist fight people to ride the goth RV. That sounds fucking awesome. That sounds like such a fun endeavor. So you have design. It sounds like you have designs upon another RV.
What we would do with another one?
Yeah, it sounds like you want to get another one at some point. Are you like intending to build like a fleet of these, or are you?
That far. We do dream up like ideas after business ideas.
Mhm.
I think the next step after this, which is funny because it just follows in line with every RVer on social media, but we would really love to build cabins or like at least gonna build one, see if you want to build another one. But this kind of is a perfect gateway into learning how to maintain a house in of itself, because already flooded it. We came home one day and it was dripping water, so that was fun. We've learned how to fix the problems that are already here, how to on it, and I think that sets up fundamentally, why make it easy on yourself?
Right, of course. I mean, things that you love are worth suffering for, right?
I guess that's a beautiful way to put it.
Thanks. That's what I tell myself every day. So far, so good, I guess. But I don't know. That's I guess that's how it works. That's awesome. Okay, well, what's something that you want to accomplish with your music? I guess I'll ask you. I feel like I should ask you another question about your music and your sort of that side of your career instead of just your RV your RV experiences.
You're like, tell me more about the RV.
Yeah, tell me about this RV. It's a goth
sure.
RV, indeed. But what do you want to accomplish with your music?
I just want to make more of it. There's tick marks, like I want to collaborate with so and so. I want to do this. I want to play for this many people. And funny because a lot of the things that I've had, like when you're a young artist, you think, oh, I need to get signed. I need to do this. I need to do this, and like that has totally morphed. I don't necessarily feel like I need to get signed. I don't necessarily like my points of success have changed. I just basically want to make that I'm proud of, that people like. Ultimately, making it for other people, but I just want to make my best authentic work, I'd say, or fun songs.
Good answer. I mean, and from what I've heard so far, mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. All right. Well, I don't want to, you mentioned errands, and I know that you're a planner. So I know that I don't want to waste too much more of your time, especially since we lost a little bit of time to technical troubleshooting and shit. But the question, it's fine. I love dogs, so they can do no wrong.
Yeah. So gorgeous, Edgar. You're so gorgeous.
Dogs can commit no crime, so it's fine.
So gross.
But what's something that you've been enjoying recently? I mean, aside from your RV and your music, just what's something that like has been you've been excited about when you wake up?
Well, for one, it's getting really nice out, and it's almost mushroom season, so that's exciting. But I don't know that I'm excited for. I'd say like I'm really excited to like jump onto the next song and start that video because I already have plans for the video and it's gonna be creepy. But like sewing my own wedding dress, so I want to jump onto that. Yeah, there's just a lot of fun stuff coming up in the future that makes it a lot lighter to wake up instead of through and familial bullshit. So it's a much better time period now.
Sure, that's good. I'm glad, and congratulations on getting married. I'm excited for you. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I feel like
No worries.
we've gotten at least about 30, 35 minutes or so of audio. I'm so sorry for all the troubles with this and like the connection and everything.
It was on me. I apologize. I was like, I have all my audio stuff out. I'm like, oh, this will work for sure. This will be the clearest. And then it's like,
Are you on like satellite internet or something?
that because it's T-Mobile home Wi-Fi.
Okay. I mean,
might
maybe.
be.
I'm not trying to like point, like, why'd you fuck this up? Like,
Sound clear though. You sound so clear.
Yeah, I think it's just because like the upstream on those is maybe not all that wonderful, so it tends to like bottleneck it a little bit. I'm not trying to like shit all over what your your connection or anything and be like,
I'm in an RV. There's only so much I can do.
yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to shame you for your internet connection.
Wow, everything great until he started internet shaming.
Yeah, it was downhill from there, and he was like, your up speed is not like, yeah, sorry. Now I don't care. Like, it sounds like you're off, like living a fucking happy life in an RV. Like, that sounds awesome. You seem like that sounds great. Like, so yeah, by all means, more power to you. I will be the one who works around your handicap.
Well, thank you so much. This is awesome. Great. You have a great interview voice, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I guess I can't really take credit for it. Like, it's just genetics. It was an accident. Like, I didn't really do anything. So,
this is organic. This is just me.
Yeah. This is just how it is. It's all natural. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. I do. And thank you for giving me your time, for coming on and, having a chat. And it was so lovely to hang out with you and chat and get a photo together at Dark Force Fest. It was so nice to meet you. Like, you were so friendly and I don't know. I felt very like comfortable with you right away. Like, you've got a presence to you that's disarming.
You. Well, thank you. That's so nice of you. I hope that. I literally just added another interview that I hope people feel comfortable and open around me.
Yeah.
So fun.
You definitely do.
Yeah. Awesome. That's really nice. That's a goal of mine. So I like to hear that helped. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the same is true. We mentioned Victor, your manager and head of Shadow Records and everything. Same story, like really friendly, like really open and welcoming and down to chat and have a conversation and meet somebody human to human. So it sounds like you've got, a really great support structure behind you, based on the foundation of everybody who's involved.
Very fortunate. It's taken a long time to find like a good core group of people, but I feel like I have now. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we're going to be making it work. I'm excited to collaborate with more people and everybody to hear that all the stuff that we've done in the group. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
Me too. What a great group of people. All right. I will let you go, but enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you again so much for being patient with all of this. And I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. And I will let you know when this is all a thing.
Can't wait.
All right. You cut out for a minute there. Sorry.
I was like, thank you so much. I can't wait.
Okay. Thank you.
This damn thing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You enjoy your RV life. It's cool. Like, don't sweat it. But have a great rest of your evening and take care.
Sorry.
It's all good. Void Signal intro and outro music courtesy Processor. Visit processor2.bandcamp.com for more Processor. And visit voidsignal.net to help support the creation of more Void Signal. Thank you.